Hi folks, welcome back to our channel. My name's Jana Adams, and with me I have
Bryn Diaz.
and we are HHH. So, a little bit of a different video for us. As many of you know, our little dog Rowdy had cancer a year ago. In fact, that's how I met Grandma. And she was so incredibly supportive. And she didn't know me from Adam. And I had watched her YouTube channel many times and shopped in her Poshmark closet because I wanted to show her support. And the night that I bought a pair of pants from her, a pair of like $18 pants from her for me because I wasn't a reseller, she talked with me back and forth just in Poshmark. It was the most random conversation. And she was so incredibly supportive. And we had found out that our little dog, who was 13 at the time, had cancer. And she had to have her tail removed. And she had it removed, and she was cancer-free. And in May of this year, she had her senior checkup, and because of the cancer, we had every test under the sun done. And she passed it with flying colors, and we were so relieved and so excited. And in July, she was acting kind of weird, very out of it, very distressed. And we took her back, and they did an x-ray and an ultrasound, and her cancer was back. And it was a tumor, and it was inoperable. And so, since then, since July, we have been dealing with this, and we looked at all options. Many of you know this, some probably do not. I don't know how public we have been, but this is a dog that we have had since she was 6 weeks old. And she was 14. And she was my office mate. She was my best bud. She was the type of dog that it didn't matter where you went. She had to be right there beside you. So you could be walking into the kitchen because you forgot a piece of mail. And she would get up with you and have to trot beside you and walk all the way downstairs, all the way to the kitchen to get the piece of mail.
Come all the way back upstairs.
If you went to brush your teeth, she had to go to the bathroom with you while you brushed your teeth. She was neurotic. She was a pain in the butt. She was the most stubborn dog I've ever met. She was filled with anxiety and stress and kept track, just like I do, of everything. Everything is it fair? Did I get the same number of treats as my sister did? Because I think that I'm missing one. And she was the most loving, loyal dog ever. The cancer came back aggressively. The tumor grew. It was not operable. We did everything that we could to keep it as small as possible for as long as possible. Until it won. And cancer sucks. I think because we don't have children, we never had children. Our dogs are our children. And I adored her. And did everything for her. We were her keepers. We were her protectors. It was our job to take care of her. We planned vacations around our dogs.
Or lack thereof.
Yes, or lack thereof.
Or no vacations because of that.
We took her to a kennel one time and realized
Couldn't do it anymore.
for a month she was frantic. And realized we couldn't do that again. So we just didn't go on vacations.
Unless Dad was here.
We rented and purchased homes based on our dog's comfort. It's all about them. We made dog food for years and years and years. Recently, I was introduced to Ollie's, which is a very bougie, boutique-y version of what we would do for our dogs. And that's what she ate. Only the best for her. So the cancer was aggressive. And we had to do the best thing for her. The hardest thing that I've ever done. And we had to put an end to her suffering. I do this video. Because I think that it's important. Because this community is amazing. And the support that we have felt from this reselling community is awe-inspiring. It is humbling. It is touching. It is so heartfelt. It is so genuine. And I cannot thank my friends enough. Because I don't even think that I realized how much we needed it. And we needed it. And I will be forever grateful. So you see in front of you some flowers that arrived today. And I was completely blown away. We are in the Whatnot community now and have made some great friends in primarily the handbag section of Whatnot. It's just kind of what we love, where we have gravitated to, and we have made some amazing friends. And these flowers came from, I believe, 2 of our friends from Whatnot, and I wanted to give them both a sincere shout out, because you could have knocked me over with a feather when they arrived. With a note that says, sending you both tons of positive thoughts and prayers during this hard time. Many hugs coming from us to both of you, Bryn and Janet. We love you both. And this is from Carrie, Kim, and the Whatnot family. And Carrie and Kim are 2 of our very, very dear friends that we have gotten even closer to during this time. Carrie is just a buyer. She is Curvy Kitty on Whatnot. If you guys see her come into your room, you have royalty in your room, because that woman has a heart of gold and she is amazing. And she's a great buyer, don't get me wrong. But a stellar person as well. And then Kim is Williams K 6086. And she is a seller as well as a buyer. And if you guys are on Whatnot, I implore you to check out her handbag sales, even though I'm going to hate the competition. But she has amazing handbags, and most of her handbags, she starts at $10. It is a calling from God. God spoke to her. She spoke about it in her last auction, that she had thought about marking them up, and through the powers that be, she decided against that. And so these flowers came today as a sign of support. And I want to shout out a couple of other people from the Whatnot community that have been absolutely amazing. In our last auction, I broke down. There was overwhelming support, and we were going through one of the hardest periods with Rowdy during that auction, and we were trying to keep it together. You know, the show must go on type of mentality. And sometimes it's hard to put on that face. And that day it was really hard to put on that face. And Crystal had us co-host her, KV Bag Chick, had us co-host her and gave away a handbag so that we could take the proceeds and buy Rowdy a steak dinner. And other people, Lizzie and Johnny with Frizzy's Fun Finds. There were multiple people that contributed to buying Rowdy steak dinner. And she had her steak dinner, and I'm going to try to insert some pictures.
She had a few steak dinners.
And it breaks my heart, but it also touches my heart to know that at the end, she was really having trouble eating. And basically the only thing that she would eat was steak. So thank God for that steak. Because otherwise, I don't think that she would have eaten anything at that point. She was so bad at that point. So, big shout out to Kim Williams, to Carrie, which is Curvy Kitty, to Sue Chu, who is amazing and has been a rock through all of this, to Barbara Hobson, to Crystal with KV Bag Chick, to Kirsten I think that's right. The Kirsten, I think is, and I think that her nickname is Curdy. And then Lizzie and Johnny. And then from our YouTube community, again, the outpouring has been just amazing and humbling, and we can't thank you enough. Marilyn, top of the list, has been checking on us daily. How is Rowdy? How is everything going? Know that you're in in my heart, know that I'm thinking about you. And she sent me a text which gave me such peace. And I wish that I had read it so that I could kind of paraphrase it right now. But she has just been unbelievable. And Deborah, I know that Deborah recently lost Jules, who was her Weimaraner of so many years and was such a beautiful girl. And I hesitated to even say anything to Deborah because I didn't want that wound reopened for her. And she was nothing but supportive, nothing but amazing. And I thank you for that. Grandma, Grandma, you know. And Dr. Jennifer, for the 2 a.m. texts of, what do I do about this? Can I give her pumpkin? Can I feed her this? Can I feed her that? What do I need to look for? Walking me through and being absolutely amazing. You know, she's a veterinarian and she, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. And here she is answering me when she's got to work in the morning because I'm frantic and I don't know who to call or what to do. So, thank you. I don't want this video to be all tears. This was a way. I wanted this to be about the unexpected support from such an unbelievable community, primarily women, some men, but primarily women, who show up and support each other and are there for each other. And we didn't know what a support system we were going to have in this community. And it's awe-inspiring, and we could not be more grateful. So, my beautiful flowers, our beautiful flowers, forgive me, our beautiful flowers, from our Whatnot friends. And then I also have a box from Maryland, which is what we're gonna show today. What time are we at?
17 minutes and 19 seconds.
I think that we'll keep the box for another day. I think that the message today is going to be, this community is amazing. We could not be more grateful. We could not be more humbled. And thank you for your love and your support. It means the absolute world to us. I know this is not our normal video. But I think that it's important to share. I think that Bryn and I don't always share every aspect of our lives. And I felt like this was an important one because a lot of you know how important that little bugger of a dog was to both of us. And I just wanted to say thank you. Bryn.
Thank you very much, folks, for all of your support and being so kind to us and generous and always being there for us. We really appreciate all of you.
We are so lucky. We are so lucky for this community.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. And we'll do this box on our next video.
Love.
Thank you.
HHH.